Who, what, when, where, why and how, Part 2. March 12, 2017. As promised, we will continue our last message by addressing when. And we mean it in this sense. This council convened before you were born. That, of course, is how you would perceive it with your linearly oriented minds. But we see the necessity of using such ideas in order to communicate certain concepts. We sit convened in each moment of your lifetime. You are the purpose of our gathering, after all. And your non-physical selves are never absent from this council for that very reason. We will not ever be unavailable in the moment that you need us. Now, this is true for all physical beings, so there is no reason to shop for a larger hat size. The real issue is almost always that it takes a lifetime to get most of you to understand how very precious your divine selves are, even when we state it plainly. You have been convinced otherwise for so long that your minds just will not accept it. So the answer to when is always. Temper that not by whether or not we are here to answer your need, but by whether you listen and whether you accept. That is why the phrase "those with ears to hear" came to be. Also, however, you were told that you could not hear or understand, and you accepted that. Your reality always reflects your beliefs, so throw that one out. We come now to where. Is it on a certain planet? Is it on a spacecraft? What does it look like? When you visit us in your dreaming times or in your meditations, you are actually joining an energetic event. It is not in a place. So when you return to your ordinary conscious awareness, you will remember, if you remember, a setting that your own mind can align with. If you bring back a memory, it will contain the fact of a meeting being held. You may remember that you were given guidance. You may remember a hall, an amphitheater, a room, a stadium, or even a spaceship. The picture is not important. Even remembering is not important, really. You do this almost every day and night. How many times do you remember it? Now this does not seem as if it would be unimportant. But understand that you have received the answers you needed and made your decision. If you are aligned with your own purpose, you will make the best decision. If you are not, you will learn, and therefore your wrong decision will be the best one for you. Your name for that is the School of Hard Knocks. We will speak to how, for a moment. Every single one of you can and does get the message. Some of you are sensitive enough to see. Some of you can hear. Some of you can feel us sending you energy. But even when all of those things are not available, we use circumstance, synchronicity, and more. So, even though you may aspire to some of the above, rest assured that we do get through to those of you who ask and intend to receive an answer. Now, let us talk a little more about the why, if we may. What is our agenda, our purpose? You will have noticed, if you have followed us for a little time, that we are always speaking of your divine nature. We always speak about the power that you hold, and haven't learned to use. We always talk of the raising of your consciousness that is now in progress. That is our purpose in this now. That is our agenda. You have taken on a task of monumental proportions. A short while ago, the odds were really not very much in your favor. And yet you continued, over and over again, to actually raise the bar, as you would say. And you have accomplished what you have done with far less mayhem and loss of life than was foreseen. You will probably be back on this side before you truly see the amazing extent of what you have been able to do. In your terms, you are the boots on the ground, and we are the logistical command. But we also have assumed the roles of cheerleaders and pep rally organizers. So now we have addressed all of the W questions. We do this from time to time and will probably do so again. As always, our goal in doing so at this time is to stress, once again, how very important each of you are, and to tell you that you are never, ever alone. One more small item. We are closer than your thoughts, but we cannot act without your asking. So, in full knowing of that truth, ask. Ask aloud if you can. Have conversations with us. For many of you, they may seem to be one-way conversations. But be assured they are not. Be alert for answers in many forms. Good day. Channeled by Ron Head. RonAhead.com